it's tough to play in England. It's like I said, whoever wants him more will get him.
So, who do you reckon wants him more? To wrap it up.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another 1-0 football podcast. And mate, we had a good chat about the Timo Werner situation last week, whether he's going to Chelsea, which is most likely to happen. Thanks for the support on that. There's going to be no 360 video. Usually today we'd upload a 360, but we're just keen for football to come back.
Yeah, it's all happening at the moment.
It's all happening. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going around the world, so we want to just bring in some positive energy, positive vibes. I know Matt's got good vibes on a pillow at his house. And because Matt's a Chelsea fan, he's over the mood. So this one, we've got to talk about a bit of a Kai Havertz situation. Will the young German star follow Timo Werner's footsteps to Stamford Bridge? But before you say anything, stay tuned to the end where we'll give our final verdict of where we believe he'll go.
And where he maybe the best situation for him to go.
I like that, Matt. The best place for him. Okay.
Yeah, and just remind him he is a United supporter, so that could give a bit away, but
yeah, we must. Yeah. So Matty boy, start us off. Kai Havertz. Do we know much about him? Is he worth the hype?
I think he has to be, because we haven't seen a midfielder this good, especially an attacking midfielder, come through Germany since Wolfsburg had De Bruyne. And we've seen what De Bruyne has lived up for and his potential. And those Team of the Year FIFA cards, they've been unbearable. So
True.
I think if Havertz can come to Chelsea, it will make a statement.
I think, yeah, you told me before we started, if Chelsea were to sign Havertz, you'd said, Costa, take Sancho.
Yeah.
Because for the same price, for roughly, we'd assume the same price, Chelsea could possibly have signed Timo Werner, a striker, which I think was a pretty must purchase, and Kai Havertz, who in that midfield, alongside Kovacic, Jorginho, Kante,
yeah,
makes it look a whole lot goddamn scarier.
Yeah, it does, and I think a lot of Germans will be happy going into Euro 2021 and the World Cup.
I think, and there's German. I mean, Mesut Ozil. It could be another Mesut Ozil situation. I mean, let's not talk about him now with Arsenal, but he did pretty well when he first went. Similar players too. The kind of attacking midfield, assist maestro. I think he's a hell of a player. 21. He turned 21 the other day.
Now, if we break up how Chelsea can somehow afford this man, like send the price tag 75 million, chucked around.
Oh no! Nightmare.
75 million's been chucked around, the rough figure that he's going to cost. Now, Abramovich has already said that we're signing 2 marquee players, and we already know one's Hakim Ziyech. People are saying the second's Werner, but I don't believe it is, because I think Werner was a free transfer. Morata to Atletico for 60 mil, Werner to Chelsea for 60 mil.
Yeah.
A couple million in there. It's pretty much free.
Pretty much. That's a good shout. Who do you think makes more of a statement, Havertz or Werner as a signing?
It's got to be Havertz. It's like,
is it because there's more? Actually, Werner did have a lot of traction to his name too, but I think it's the age factor.
Yeah,
and the fact that we've seen a lot more of Werner than we have of Havertz.
Yeah, and I think this lockdown period has bumped that price up, because every game we've seen Havertz goal scored.
And yeah, obviously a lot more eyes on the Bundesliga too, as the first top flight league to get back, and the fact that only the big clubs are really in for players like this now.
Yeah, and I think like some clubs may not have the check that we have.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially with the Hazard money still.
And at a time like this too. And you did say before also the transfer ban.
Blessing in disguise. Yeah.
Give it a Man United. Give Man United a transfer ban. Go on. So
if we go on 75 million, you got to think, how did Chelsea get this 75 million? So, we already got money from Hazard.
Yeah.
Danny Drinkwater, he's out of the picture. Billy Gilmore's come up.
Drink water.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Roughly, for a player like Drinkwater, you got to say about 10 million, I think's a fair asking price.
Yeah.
Also got Bakayoko, who I never want to see in a blue shirt ever again, but still proved his worth at Monaco.
Yeah.
And should be worth about 25 million.
Oh, I've just seen the next one. Yep.
And then, I couldn't pronounce this bloke's name, but this deal's pretty much through. Palasilic.
Yeah.
He's been at Chelsea for a while. He's off at Atlanta now. Reported fee of 13 million. So that's what? 10 plus 25 plus 13. 48. Yeah, it's about that.
Yeah.
Ross Barkley, you've got to say, how's he going to fit into this squad now? He's just getting games at the moment.
I'm going to be honest, he shouldn't.
Yeah. We've already got Mason. Tino Andrin's just signed a 5-year deal. Yeah. So, and you got to think of the way Barkley's playing, there's minimum 20 mil, and there's already interest coming in from West Ham and Newcastle, and we all know Newcastle's got the money.
Yeah. Check that video if you haven't already.
And if Ross has a good end to the season, 30 million. So already looking between 68 to 78 million here.
He's a mathematician.
Yeah, well.
So if you break it down like that,
you let go of some players that aren't going to see the light.
Yeah, there'll be the occasional kind of deadwood floating around. But when you put it like that, it's just a why wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. Which then leads us to the question of the clubs that are in for a greater chance. So we'll throw Bayern Munich in the mix because we know what the young German stars heading off to Bayern Munich. We'll throw Manchester United in the mix.
It's not a transfer rumor if United's not involved.
There's no such thing as a transfer if Manchester United doesn't pop up.
Yeah.
We'll chuck in a team from Spain.
Barcelona,
Real Madrid. Very unlikely, I think.
Yeah.
But why not?
But nevertheless, anything's possible.
Liverpool, I don't know.
Nah.
We obviously mentioned Chelsea. I think those ones are the main. If he were to leave, would be the main teams he goes to.
Yeah.
So, you're looking at that, you'd be very happy to go, yeah, screw it, I'll just choose any one of those. It's not a bad choice for a 21-year-old. I personally think he will be best suited. Oh, honestly, I hate to say it. I'm low-key excited to see him at a team like Chelsea.
Yeah, I think having that youth around him, and he's captain of Leverkusen at a young age.
Yeah, so it shows that he might not need that
leadership,
like that Memphis Depay kind of treatment when he first came. Don't laugh, man. I'm turning into a Chelsea fan channel. All right, you're lucky. We've set to do these videos.
We're the only ones making news.
It's just mainly because the last little Timo Werner one did pretty well. The thought of him behind Werner, with a Ziyech on the right, and a Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic on the left, and a Kante behind him, a Kovacic behind him. It's a scary sight to see.
Yeah, you people say Liverpool and City are going to have like the best attacks right now, but in 2-3 years, I think Chelsea's attack will be better than Liverpool's.
That's a young attack. Don't forget, we got Tim Tam Tammy in there.
Mason Mount off the bench.
Mason Mount.
You can't give Odoi and
Who's
Pulisic.
that Billy bloke?
Billy Gilmore.
Jesus, Tekers. Billy Gilmore. He's done the right one for the future.
Tino Andrin, 5-year contract. And there was interest from United, as usual. And,
no, really.
and Liverpool, who both wanted him. So it's a scary sight.
Yeah, I hate to break it. I think, should we? I don't know, bro. I'm so keen for the Premier League to start.
Yeah.
I'm extremely keen. I was watching highlights before, and the thought of a player. Do Man United need a player like Havertz?
I don't think you need more of a winger like Sancho.
I agree. I think Manchester United's only kind of thing, only possible and must sign player is Sancho.
Yeah.
Havertz, I wouldn't go, oh damn, we signed Havertz.
Yeah.
But it's definitely we've got Bruno now. I think we'll keep Pogba. I'm confident we'll keep Pogba. There's players like Fred in that midfield. Pogba and Bruno can play. Bruno's more attacking. Pogba can play that attacking. Does Havertz really fit in that role? And I don't want to Oh, look, there's no room in the midfield for him, so let's chuck him on the wing. That's not where he's best, So honestly, when you break it down like this, be like D Generation X, break it down.
Can we eliminate United from that list?
I think we eliminate United.
We move on to Barcelona.
This one's an interesting one.
I don't think he'd suit their style of play.
I was going to say he's not Barcelona.
No, he's not.
There's that you can tell when someone is a Barcelona player, like a Dybala.
Yeah,
you'd say, yeah, you know what, he's a Barcelona player.
I don't.
Havertz just doesn't. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's. I think to be honest, Matt nailed it on the head. He's not that type of player. Wouldn't really fit the system. But then again, you never know. A team like Barcelona could just come in and swoop him.
Yeah.
But again, I think Neymar's their main priority, Barcelona.
Yeah, I think
Neymar's the little golden boy, and they're just sitting there,
waiting,
just picking him out, just fixing his hair, just going, come on, like a little pregnancy, like a newborn child. They're just waiting to push Neymar out one more time. Oh, that's disgusting when I say that.
So after that, whatever that was, we've eliminated 2 clubs.
Yeah.
Now, any young German's dream is to go to Bayern Munich, and that's or that.
Yeah.
And there's no questions, but
I don't think he needs Bayern Munich.
No.
I think it's the Lewandowski situation back in the day when he moved from Dortmund to Munich. The Götze at the time when Götze was firing. I think it's because you hadn't really seen a lot of players from a team like Dortmund, because Dortmund were very hyped. They were kind of just coming off the back of the Jets, whatever. And I think there might have been a possible fear factor that, okay, I'm confident I can do it in the Bundesliga. Premier League's a bit scary, going to England. So let's just stay here. Whereas I feel like Havertz, from what we've seen, from what we've heard, from what we've read, is the type of player who'd grasp it and say, you know what, I don't need to stay in Germany anymore. Let's go. And
also I think if we go back to Werner, basically, deal's pretty much done. That factor that Cech and Lampard went to go see Werner's agent means a lot. It's not just a phone call. Going to see someone in person has a big effect, and I think that will happen with Havertz, even if it doesn't get posted on the media.
I agree.
That will happen.
I think it's going to sound simple, but whoever wants him the most will get him.
Yeah, I think.
We'll chuck in Real Madrid into the mix too, because I think it's clear that they haven't replaced Ronaldo. He's irreplaceable anyway, but the only man that could possibly do that is Mbappe.
Yeah. So
maybe they're just saving for Mbappe. Obviously, they've got Hazard, who hasn't quite lived up just yet, but he's a world-class player. We know that. Is there any possibility of Havertz going to Real Madrid?
I don't think so, because they've already got the young Brazilians with Junior, Rodrigo, and then I don't think that would suit him. Real Madrid need that class top, polished player. They don't want to develop someone further.
I think Real Madrid could be a bit of a sleeper team, though. They're one of the best clubs in the world for a reason. I personally don't think he will go there, but they could just easily do with the Galacticos, with Real Madrid. You don't want to go. You go to Chelsea. You've got to have Werner maybe in the spotlight more. You've got to have. It's tough to play in England. It's like I said. Whoever wants him more will get him.
So who do you reckon wants him more? To wrap it up.
Chelsea.
Yeah. I'm stupid if I say anything else. It has to be Chelsea.
I can only see him at Chelsea, to be honest.
Yeah. Does look good in blue.
Do we chuck into Juventus?
Nah. Got Dybala.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Chelsea's a perfect move for him in his career. For Chelsea, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I think you can afford to get him. It's got to do more good than harm. So I think overall, what are we saying?
I think he's going to end up in blue.
Havertz to Chelsea.
Chelsea Premiers 2022.
Which makes Chelsea an extremely scary team for the future. If they keep everyone.
Yeah.
It's very scary. Should we wrap it up?
Wraps it out.
A bit of a Kai Havertz chat. Yeah. You seem to enjoy the Timo Werner one last week. If you are new to the channel, thanks for joining. Make sure you like, subscribe. Goes to 200 subs too. Nearly there, sort of. On Wednesday will be another 1-0 football podcast. So 2 football podcasts in the space of 5 days? Unbelievable. Christmas came early. And And this is when we're back. We're back to our roots.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll discuss the games a little bit. Who's winning? Who's not? Bruno Fernandes, why is the best player in the world? Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe. We've been 1-0. Deuces.